everybody.
Hey folks, how yous doing? It is myself and Redmond once again, and we're here today for Derby Day. Woo! The real Derby Day where two local teams play each other, not where a bunch of horses run around a track, which I believe is happening probably about the time that you finally get to sing this. It is actually May Day here in Turku, which is the day after Vappu. I'll be talking about that later. We're going to catch up on how Inter has done since the last humiliating time you saw us on video here, and we're going to catch up on Inter since the last humiliating time that I saw them play. Well, actually, we're just going to talk about the HJK game, which is the most recent game that we both went to, and he's going to stay with me for that today because he was there. What else? We'll talk a little bit about Vappu and what that is. Yeah, Vappu. And then we'll have a game. I'm going to try and keep it all within 50 minutes, maybe 45. We'll see how we go. So, Redmond, how are you doing?
Good. And the weather's raining back in Turku.
Yeah, it's the first day's actual rain. It's really only in the last hour or so. It's about 5 in the evening. Start raining about 4ish, maybe 3:30, somewhere around then. Honestly, this is the first rainy day we've seen since we've had here. We've had tons of snow, but now rain on May Day. Apparently, according to the locals, May Day is a big day. Is a day when it's generally really cold because this is a public holiday. It is a day of great public celebration. Really, it starts the previous evening, the 30th of April, which here is called Vappu, which actually means Walpurgisnacht. It is the feast. Today is the feast of Saint Walpurg, who is apparently a 9th century nun from Devon in England, who was a missioner all over the place. And apparently it's a night when weird things happen. I think it's mentioned directly in Dracula. And then today is May Day, which is the international celebration of the workers of the world. And I'm a big May Day man myself. So combine the two, and it's a massive, massive day here. I'm going to put up, there should be pictures up now of one of the weird things, which is everybody wears hats. White hats, which you get on graduation from school. Yes.
And they're like sailboat navigators.
Yeah. Answers on the back of a postcard. Anyway, so there's a lot of celebrating. The students seem to lead this. When we got up this morning, we flicked on the telly, and there was like the celebration in Helsinki, but almost all over the country. It's all these guys and women in hats, white hats, throughout the country, gathering together to celebrate. Here in Turku, there's actually two celebrations, one for the Swedish-speaking part of town, one for the Finnish-speaking part of town. Please don't put that in my face. So that is... We went to the Finnish side of things last night, and then today, on May Day, apparently the big deal is you have a picnic.
Yep.
In the white hats. If you're a student, in your academic trousers. Those are the coloured overalls. I call them academic trousers. Each faculty has its own colour, apparently. Anyway, so we went picnicking, and you'll see pictures of that as well. It's a massive, massive thing here, and part of today's taste test comes with that because one of the things is you eat things called tipalaipa, which we will, and you drink something called sima. There's like 30,000 different versions, and lots of people make it themselves. It's basically lemon and stuff, and apparently it's a mead, but the alcohol content on this is 0.8%. So, honestly, I could be drinking this as juice in the morning. I like it. This one is sparkling. Some of them aren't. Redmond, we've got one for Redmond that, as you can see very quickly, is supposedly alcohol-free. But I don't know that's going to be one that Redmond might drink because it's basically fizzy. And do you like fizzy drinks, Redmond? No, not really. Well...
I'll wait until
it's not as fizzy this morning or this afternoon as the case actually is. See, the bubbles are tiny on that one. You might like it. Let's both have a sip. Okay, so we're going to do cheers, and cheers, the word in Finnish is kippis.
Kippis.
Okay, cheers, kippis. Now let's do it in front of the camera, up here.
Kippis.
Okay, drink carefully. You know, I've had mead. That's drinkable. I don't like mead. No? Just not going to happen. Oh, thumbs down from Redmond for that. I'll try his. You know, there's very little alcohol in the other one, but it makes a difference. This gets poured into mine, and Redmond goes to have his drink water, because I brought your water with you.
Yeah. So red.
And do you want to have a drink of water to get out of your mouth while I get the chipalipa?
I still have the fizzy in my mouth.
Okay. We actually, well, okay. So Tipalipa, American people, you'll know these as funnel cakes. Let them have a look. Let's see if I can cover the lights so they can see them a little bit better. I've not tried these at all yet. I had tried the Seema. I often have tried the thing. So do you want one, Redmond?
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay. I expect this to be a heart failure. Like a funnel cake, only stale and cold. Do you like it?
Yeah, I'll tell you how much I like it. I love it!
2 thumbs and a funnel cake put on my laptop. Thank you. Pick it up.
Yep.
You continue to eat on. So in keeping with the theme of the day, it being Vappu. Vappu means Walpurgisnacht. The eve of Saint Walpurg. These are traditional Vappu things to eat. So our words for the day are Vappu, all together now, Vappu, which is Saint Walpurg's Eve, and Kipis, which is actually more useful for 364 other days of the year. Maybe 365, depending on the year.
Cheers.
It is cheers. Kipis. Kipis. Okay? We're up to date on that. We are tearing through this one, Redmond. Next up, let's do a quick update on Turku in the real world. They lost last week against Honka 3-2. I believe it was a late goal won it, but the game against HJK was immense. So literally in the first minute, HJK went a goal up. Elderson scores. Obviously that was a boot in the gut. Then on about 10 minutes, Furuholm gets an equaliser. Out kind of, I won't say out of nowhere. Nice deft little header, and it's 1-1. It goes 2-1 on the 19th minute, and it's 2-1 to us. Filip Valencic put in a nice cross, and I think it was a cross. I can't remember off the top of my head. Either way, Furuholm gets a second. It was incredible to see this happen so quickly and so well. Things go on okay. It's a little bit snippy of a game. 36 minutes into the game. Faith Friday Olivor, really solid defender for HJK. I don't know what happened. There was a bit of a schmozzle, and then he absolutely clocks Balbi, the fullback, the left fullback for Inter Turku. Straight red card. I think the red card, honestly, it looked, from watching it, it looked like the red card was actually in your man's hand before the fist connected with Balbi's face. Olivor went off about 3 minutes later, and he'd been off for the whole of it. Balbi goes off. He was substituted. I mean, he was literally knocked unconscious as far as I can tell. God, I think there's more on the ground now than is in your mouth. Second half, it was tense, obviously, for the rest of the first half. Second half starts off, and literally 5 minutes in, Hamanainen, one of the defenders, scores. We're 3-1 up, and I mean, honestly, at this point you're thinking this could be a rout. Oh, I was meant to say, before half time, the chippiness was such that at one point in the Inter-Turku goal area there was a clash between two players, one on either side, and the referee comes in and literally strong arms the pair of them. I think I got footage of this. At one point he had his arms around both players' necks. It was like the referee was getting in on this, and he's going to say, "Here's how you do a double headlock." A double headlock, folks. Take a moment and look at this picture I got at the very end of the game of the referee. This is a man you do not want to mess with. This is a man who is looking for a fight. And he will put an end to the fight by being the last man standing in the fight. Anyway, he did okay, I thought, as a referee goes. One more goal from Cami. Lovely little shoe shuffle in. If I can find a link to the YouTube of it, I'll put it up. It was a really great performance from Inter Turku. I know they were a man up, but it's the best I've seen them play. It really felt like the season came alive. It felt, even though you can see nobody on the other side, our stand was pretty full, I thought. It felt to me like they'd made a mistake the last day in having people on... I swear I'm going to put a chain on this fella. It felt to me like the last day they made a mistake by having fans in the other side, because it really dissipated any energy that there was on in the stand. Again, it's quieter than I'm used to. At one point the ball broke for Markula in the second half and I roared shot, which I often do, because the keeper was on the ground and it looked like Markula might get there before the defender, and I swear I could hear myself echoing around the ground with it. But it was a better crowd, a lot more singing, a lot more excitement, a lot more fun. Fingers crossed this is where the season really starts. Prior to this, they'd won one game. They'd They'd won one. They had drawn one. Sorry, they'd won one, drawn one, and lost 3. On the back of this, they're in 6th, which puts them just inside the championship group. And they had 11-4, 10 against. So they're in a good space. They've played more than everybody but HJK, who are 2 points ahead of them. SJK, who are now top of the table. SJK, no less. And who else? Yeah, that's it. Everybody else is on 4 or 5 games. So if, say, Coops, HIFK, or Lati, who are all behind us, win a game in hand, we're back in the lower level. But the way the groups work out, finishing top of the lower level gives us a good chance of European qualification again. We'll talk about that and on. That's enough about the real world of Inter. Throw that away. Let's have a look at the fake world of Inter, or my version of the Football Manager world of Inter. So you can see up here, we beat Elvez comprehensively. Let's go into this in the schedule, because that's always the best place to look at it. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't know why I did that. Interesting. Yeah, after the humiliation, the numbers drop dramatically. There's like 500 attendee drop. I know our best attendances obviously have been in the home games in Europa. Look actually at the ROPS attendance. That's shocking bad. This isn't quite as bad, but still pretty bad. And again, for Honka, where we miserably draw 1-1, that's not great. But we've got this one to come up. Ilves. Yeah, goals for Ondoku, Viholainen, who comes in, and Mikitalo. Mikitalo has a great game, both games running. He's an 8.3 with a perfect free kick. Katanen got badly injured, and Helmke has reached the suspension level number of cards, which is 3 in Finland. More interestingly than that, we've had to change our captain, because if you look, we are missing a Furuholm. 3 or 4 clubs came in simultaneously. I think it must be transfer deadline night, or it must have been transfer deadline night in... Oh God, let's put this on there. There, that's a little bit better on my legs. Must have been transfer deadline in Germany, because about 3 teams came in for Furuholm, and in the end he went to Darmstadt. 170,000. If he plays for them 50 times, I'll get 210,000. But it'll go up to 210. I won't get like 210. I'll get another 40,000 basically if he plays 50 times for them. We live in hope. I doubt it's going to happen. As of the time of publication, he has played 1 game for them and he scored. Good for him. Let's actually have a look at that. I don't know if it's still keeping an eye on him. Reports, stats, form. Not for Inter. No, it's not going to give me that. That's disappointing. Let's see if Darmstadt's game schedule comes up. Oh yeah, yeah. He didn't play that game. Either way, according to this, Furom has scored 1 goal in 1 appearance, got an 8.2 on it, which is pretty decent. Very decent. So I hope the best for him. I thought I'd figured him out. He always did a lot of work, but mine is not a system that one old man is going to be doing well playing in, nor is it a system that you score much as a striker. That said, going back to our squad, we're trying Shalman up front because, yeah, why not? Sheriff hasn't been doing it of late. As you can see, 6.54 is not great. He scored 8 goals in 16 games, which is a good return. Vaihalainen similarly has 4 in 8. But we are doing a few different things. I've given one of my 16-year-olds, he's played twice for us, even though it's not showing up there. So he's gotten a bit of football in with us. It's back to the typical. Markul got annoyed when I fined him for getting sent off for two for 2 yellow cards. I appealed Kuningas's and it got rescinded, but unfortunately, please stop fiddling with that. Unfortunately, Kuningas is, when he plays this game, going to go up from a wage of 3,500 per month to 5,200 per month. So getting Furom off the thank you.
Her bench.
Getting him off the wage list has been important. I've done a lot of deals to get people on lower wages than they actually already are. But we are getting to the inevitabilities. Like Koppinen is probably going to have to go. I have to work out what area I feel needs work most. So if you have ideas of what area needs work most, let me know. So Shalman's had a break. Guevara's had a break. Hoskonen has had a break he did not want. Thank you very much. Oh, I should have mentioned that the program was great, and I'm guessing they only had that program in the home fan stand. Yeah, so shall we go on to the game?
Yep.
We'll go on to the game. I think that brings you up to date on most of the exciting stuff.
Oh.
This is televised. We actually get $5,000 for this. Still, we're getting next to no live games.
That's the only game.
And I think if we look at HJK and look at their schedule, how many live games are they getting? Let's see. Maybe not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got through to the Europa League group stages. Ike from Sweden. Is that Greeks' Ike? Yeah. Ike, Villarreal, and Apoel Cyprus.
2, 3,
so there's their best chances of wins.
1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and they have lots of games to play.
Yeah. For some reason, interestingly as well, the schedule cuts off after that game on the 11th, on the 7th of November. But they do have two. They do actually have 2 more games before the end of the season, or before the end of the season in the Europa.
They're very good.
They are very good, and we thumped them the other day. Right, get on with the match. So as you can see, they're woeful. We're inconsistent, but we're still second, and they're second bottom. 11-5 versus evens. There's likely to get the win is to get a draw. I'm bullish about it. I think we can really do quite well here. Let me actually get their selection up. Looks like they're playing similarly to us. Come on, except I think I've worked out a few more things. I'm confident that we should win this and win this well.
Yes.
And importantly, we need to win this and win this well to basically stuff it up the noses of those boys that are TPS. Oh God, yes. Is this still in the inbox? It's got to be there someplace. The pre-season, the pre-match conferences. This happened. Lorikainen, he's the manager of TPS, goes berserk. Basically, somebody asked him, said, I've seen hell bent on revenge. I said that, yeah, I want to get revenge. Because, and they interpret it as a lack of professionalism after the last encounter. And he stormed out. So, appearing to crumble. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. Everybody's in reasonably good thing. On Dooku, still not quite there. Shalman might get pulled back, or we might bring on Pikanen. I do have great hopes for some of our youth team players.
Dad?
So, yes, Redmond.
Let's snunk their noses up. Snunk them up.
I think we need to cock a snook at them.
Cock a snook at them, yeah.
So, there's your word. There's your Hiberno English for the day. Can't look beyond us for this game. We are a good side.
Yep.
Okay, and that little chunk there should cut a few minutes off of this. Right. So, team talk. What are we telling them to do? Sorry. Do this for the fans. We're in 6th. We're in 6th on form. That's not good. Okay. Where's the fans thing? Does anybody see anything about fans? All the best, have fun tonight. Your favourites for a reason, nothing to mention. Nothing but a win. Recent form, lost 3 of the 5. Favourites here. Yes, give the fans a performance to cheer for. No. Oh, good.
What?
They know what this is about. Kuningas. I'll talk to you personally. A lot more.
Most of the players are all ready.
Shaman. I have faith. There we go. So everybody is keyed up for this game. Hopefully not over keyed. Here we go. And hopefully, in the last couple of months, you've been hearing the song. They have a song at the beginning. And I've been loving the song. It sounds like they might have transliterated an Inter Milan one. It's Derby Day. How much do you look forward to your local rivals? Tremendous occasion. Hopefully we can harness the energy and send the home happy.
Ooh.
I'm guessing there's like 300 fans of ours, maybe 400 fans of ours in the stadium. Come on. Hate playing in the red.
I hate playing in the red.
I hate playing in the red because it looks weird. It is the wrong colour for Inter. And I know that it doesn't, I mean it does tie up with something in the crest.
That's nearly an own goal.
But it just doesn't feel right. A friend Eric, who I say hello to, agrees with me on this. And by the way, speaking of people in the real world, thanks to all of you who are watching regularly, Harry and all the usual suspects, and particularly to Billy, who's been really great with these updates and informational things. Like there's a discussion on the last one of what IFK actually means. He's corrected my understanding. It's not Idrots Football Club. It's escaped me right now because I wanted to mention it. But either way, that stuff's good meat. It's well worth a read. Please do join us in the comments, because having a conversation makes it feel nicer. Or it does to me anyway. Okay. Montula. That's too easy, in a way. On Shalman, you... don't shoot from out there. That's not helping anybody. 1 shot on target each so far. Most of our stuff's been down the left. I think I set things to go down the left for some reason. That made a lot of sense when I did it. Yesterday when I was playing last. Now that we're into league play, I do see us getting through a lot more weeks before the next one. Oi, oi, oi. No, Hedretsky. Hedretsky is not a player I want to see getting plenty of space. We have our own, of course. Far superior Hedretsky. Apparently the best one is the goalkeeping brother. And I think he's playing in Germany. Juan Guevara. Pass. Ah! You took too much out of that, and so have you too on Dooku. Markula did well.
Oh, that one.
Corner. The whistle went before the corner, I think. So let's see. Mikitalo has been really in great form. Oh, just fell where nobody was. Well, they seem to be up against it. That's 7 minutes in. God, I thought we were like 10 in. I think Radetzky is going to have to come on at some point.
Oh.
So in real life, we Inter, their central defender, their best central defender in my opinion, is Tenno at the moment, and he is interested in moving away from TPS in the game. So I've sent scouts out to look at him. He's played for IFK Urbo as well at some point. So it'd be nice for him to tour the three big clubs. Maybe 3 biggest remaining clubs here in Turku. There were like a load of clubs in the 50s who were doing well on a national level. Come on lads, I know it's only 12 minutes in, but I'm kind of expecting more than this. I think I may have it on extensive highlights or comprehensive highlights. I really want it on extended, don't I? Otherwise this will go on all day.
That's a kick out?
Yeah, extended. I normally play on extended.
Oh, it's a corner?
Yeah, but it's a corner that comes to nothing. So we're still the more dominant team. Still no shots on target. Oh, yeah. Kuningas now, maybe. Nope. And could we get the ball, Telly on the ball? Yeah. I mean, Kuningas is a good-looking guy. Oh! Onduku had a great chance there. He scored with a header already. That was a cross-in from Hoskonen. Hoskonen nearly came on the last night. Hämäläinen nearly had to go off. But in the end, he... Hämäläinen was just about able to convince... Oh, that's a good goal. That was a good goal. Boo.
Boo. Wow, there's much more fans than me.
Yeah, well, this is their stadium we're playing in, even though it's also our stadium. It's their home game.
It's also our stadium.
It is, but we're the away team, technically, in this. Yeah, he deserves an 8 for that. Oh, that was a great goal. Worst luck. Radetzky as well. Set him up. Okay, so at this point, no, Markula's injured now. Smashing, smash-tastic. Are we not? Yeah, there we go. So that's going to be Urman on. That's the second game running I've lost a fullback in the first half. What could we do? We want to change a man. Let's do some changing while we're here. Stop that. Leave that alone, please. People didn't come here to listen to you meddle with things. Let me see. Try early cross and shoot on sight. Play for set plays. Be more expressive. Blearing try. This is the problem with these games. Give team talk. Is the weaker team always has a better chance. They've beaten us already this season. Deep in thought. That's no use to me.
Oh, switching off for us.
Why have we just gone to crap in the last week, last two, since the European games are over? We don't care anymore. Demand more.
Oh, talking?
So we're all 6s and 7s. There might be a 5 in there. That did not help anybody else. It was good to see you getting forward. That's a better one, Hoskonen. Shalman's not magic, boys. Don't know that Shalman's necessarily a striker. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. We got away with that. So we did.
Well, they're like going more of that. And we're
6 to 7, there's a 9 there somewhere. Why did you jump for that when there was nobody near, and why wasn't somebody calling? Oh God, this is dreadful. This is dreadful stuff. I'm wondering if we're told to stand off.
I was never going to go in.
No, not really.
Not really.
Take that off.
No, not all that. Good.
Let's try and make them a little bit tighter. Well, we've had a couple of shots on target at this point. They've still had more shots than us. Are we dominating the game at least? Nope. Both teams are not only threatening from long range. Need to improve on our side of that. Leave that alone. Fingers away. Watch the telly.
Not of home. Not in home.
What do you mean not in home? Yeah, that's not been a good first half for us. Very little in terms of highlights. We normally have our share.
Let's play on.
There's another rubbish performance.
Rubber.
I'm going to be
halftime,
assertive at
no.
half. They've hardly conceded any free kicks. The struggle for possession, lost and recovered. Markula has not been good and he's gone. Poor shots to touches ratio, lost a lot of possession.
Oh.
Okay, updates.
More bad than more good.
So, yeah. Oh, I was meant to say the other day, Mariham, we drew with whoever it was. We drew in a dreadful game, poor performance. We drew, having been a goal up. Mariham got thumped 4-0 by Lati. Lati, for God's sake. So we are still 4 points. Even if we lose, we are still only 4 points behind. But if we win, well, we'll have shot our game in hand. You know? We really need to be winning this. Stats wise, meh. Yeah, massed defense. I think we're going to have to take somebody off and go more attacking. Thank you for making as much noise as you can. Do you have to fiddle? Do you have to fiddle with everything? You see, you're the one who wants to be at these games, and then you don't pay attention when we're doing the stuff that needs to go with them. Do you understand? So we're running more than them. We're not playing as well as them on the whole. By and large, Markul was on a 6-7. Oman's improved on that. Hoskan's not doing well. Those bloody headers, he's not doing well. 6-7 to 6-6 Nyman. Okay, that's good because I think Nyman's going to be coming off and Andretsky's coming on.
Switching off. They're done switching on and switching off.
Shalman is not playing well. I might swap him with Kuningas. Can Kuningas play up forward? He might have to. Yatka's not playing great, which is something. Finger out. Everybody's watching you pick your nose on public internet.
What?
Yeah, they're all seeing you and they're all going, that boy is disgusting. Aren't you? They are. They're all saying how disgusting you are. Our goalkeeper's our best player.
Oh, yeah.
Kuningas is our worst. So we need a lot of shifting around happening now, I think. Okay, let's look at that top level again. Yeah, we're not their centre. We're attacking, but not doing much. Summary. Shalman's not had a single chance. Kuningas has not got a cross. Mansali's not got a cross. Huskin's made 4 mistakes. It's not good. It's not good at all. So long range passing is appalling. So I think we need to go shorter. Radetzky's been closed down, but it's a goal scoring threat. Ramonen. So we have to close down the Ramones as well. Blomqvist still controlling the game. We're going hard in on Blomqvist. Everything about Onduku there. Tactics wise, will you chill? Okay, what are we being told? Ramonen, close him down. Hard and fair. Thank you for putting your head between my head and the screen.
You're not having the rest of the money.
Nope, not till the end of. And we'll press him. Okay. So we'll press him as well. Let's see, Radetzky. Hard and fair. Hard and fair. Mark him as well, a bit better. Virtanen. Weaker foot. Virtanen's not playing great. Yateke. Whatever his name is. Sterling is playing poorly there. And we have the subbed on a winger. Right footed on the left. Let's mark the left foot. Leave that. I've told you how many times now not to touch that. Yeah, you do that. You be more troublesome again. Here's the problem. We have already kind of shot our load as regards subs. So we'll change Shalman to attacking winger. Onduku, supporting winger. Kuningas is not remotely a striker. I'll have him as a deep lying support striker. Nyman has 10-15 minutes. That's what he's got. If you look, we are. Shalman's not playing well. Kuningas is not playing well. Actually, Onduku is playing pretty well. So hopefully he'll improve. Hoskonen is not playing well. And Nyman's not playing well. So, you know, you really ought to be carrying this. If they're at 6.5s or lower, definitely gone. Don't want to make a double sub though.
You don't want to make a double sub.
Nope. Right, assertive time. Whereas I'm dreadfully disappointed in what you failed to do.
Start the second half.
Nope. Keep playing. No, you will not get a result. Can still win this. Come on, show a bit of desire. Don't look like the team that wants to win.
Oh, we should.
You weren't that bad. Let's go with you weren't that bad. It's all round. Kuningas. Now that you can do it. Ready to walk through walls? I don't care about walking through walls. I'm concerned about scoring goals. Oh god. Big heavy lump.
Is it on such enough for them?
Okay, let's see. Great, we're going to concede in the first seconds. Played good. That looks like a decent pass was going out there.
Free to them.
Oh! And Hoskonen somehow manages to find the one unmarked player for TPS in the area. Let's see. It's going to take a little while. Shalman's picked up anyway. Kuningas, not yet.
Pick that.
Are we looking to try and get a draw against these guys? Because that's awful.
Why?
Nyman has not improved. Nor have we as a whole, to be honest. Okay, Nyman's coming off. Kuningas has improved a lot. Okay, tactics time. Let's see if I can pull this off. So, Mikitalo, deep line support, Guevara, attacking Shalman, attack Kuningas. What do I have him as? Deep lying support. And Nyman. Who will we bring into this position?
Try Max.
Let's put Kuningas here.
Kuningas. Try and go best.
Okay, Sheriff, show me why you were my man. Let's check this out. Work into the box. On defense shorter. Yeah, wide.
So work it into the box.
Transitions, yes, with all of that. And out of possession. Don't need to be quite so low. Offside trap. Stay on feet, we can get rid of. What was the thing I wanted us to do? A little bit less wide in defence. Let's go. Okay, let's see how much of this we can get away with. Team talk. Ability to make a real difference. Scoring a goal will make a real difference for us tonight. Please, let's go. Oh no, we're not going to go to that free kick, are we? Corner. Come on, Mikitalo. Montila! Yes! It's a nice corner. Montula has really made himself somewhat indispensable. I can't see him sitting around for a lot longer. I think I'm not Montula. Mikitalo, I think, is 33 now, and at 33, that is going to make it very hard. Oops! Thank you very much for pointing that out. More direct approach. Okay, let's try that.
You can have that.
Yeah. Wait. Yes, we have to do the business first. So we've got two. So Yakonen to deal with. Actually, very quickly, how old is Mikitalo? 34 years. Our next season is probably his last season. So yikers. Can we pull this back? Can we get back into the game the way we need to? Hard but fair. Hard but fair. Yakonen, what's your deal? Right-footed winger. So we had two left-footed wingers, and now we have two right-footed wingers. That is strange to say the least. Yateke still playing. Oh, Virtanen is. Oh yeah, that's why he's gone. Virtanen is playing muck, but Yateke is not playing great. Okay, confirm changes. Play on. On Dooku. Stupid thing to be booked for. But I do appreciate that you are committed to not letting them win.
A yellow card!
Second of the season. Next one. And
ooh, a yellow card to get.
Better not get that next one in this game. Oh, corner? Seriously? Oh, did I not hit concentrate? Of course I didn't hit concentrate. It's a penalty. Hedretsky. Yatika going to take this, score that, and then go on a run and score 3 more.
Yep, he was. Gola.
Let's go show some passion. Stupid, stupid, stupid goal to concede.
Honka. I'm saying something?
Show some passion, that's me. And here's number 3. No, Hoskonen gets on that. Go on, Sheriff. Expecting too much of Sheriff now. I'm presuming that was Hoskonen and Duke who's been booked. Okay.
Nope, he got a yellow card.
Yeah. What do we do? Our tiredest player is one of our best 2. The only one who's playing poorly is the central defender, who I don't particularly want to replace. Hedretsky has something to prove, but that's not where we need the player. I don't want to take off Shaman, but what's this kid like? Against the left, their left winger is playing well. Okay, let's just go. No, we're still not in the process of making tactical changes. Now let's try this.
He's going to score 3 more and stop up. Oh no!
Shalman is not playing well.
He's going to score 3 hours, 3 goals, and still snot up our noses.
Let's try this. Why won't that work?
Yeah, that's what normally setups are like. So you're doing the right kind of setup. So leave him in the middle. Put him there.
Thank you for your wisdom, Redmond. I shall take it under advisement. Where are you going?
I'm going to in one place and tell you what now I set.
Okay, you do you. There's a better attacking winger here. Got one last throw of the dice if we need it. Would you close the door? Redmond was born not in a barn, because if he was born in a barn, he'd know better than to leave the door open all the time.
Look.
Yep, that's a setup from the back page of the Urheilu special on VEIKKAUSLIIGA. This is what Redmond wants me to do. I don't think that's something I can do with the players I have. I only have 3 subs. Now put that back and join me here. Come on, hurry up. We don't want to be keeping everybody waiting on us. Confirm changes. And play. Oh, I should have had us play the ball a lot longer. Come on, Sally. Mansali has been off the boil. They all have, even Kaningas. Oh, that's a decent ball attempt from Sheriff, but unfortunately, this does not in any way help us. Bowman passes the ball. Good Hoskonen passes the ball. Can we pass the ball again on Dooku? Oh, through, thread him through. Through. Pass it.
Waited too long.
Oh, that's awful. If that's who I think it is, he's off. Shalman is coming off. Next possible chance. That was dreadful. That was truly dreadful.
Yep, this is going to third. He's going to become third. Now nearly going to become the third.
Thank you for your confidence in spades as always, Redmond. I can always rely on you to not really get behind what's going on. Okay, so who's doing what? Play-wise. Shalman is on a 6-5. I don't really have a lot of options, so I'm going to bring on kid. Should I just put in Hedretsky?
I'm gonna bring on the kid.
No point bringing on Hedretsky. Good cannon. And what we'll do is we'll Shazam.
Sims. Syrup.
Now we'll put on the support. Hopefully it'll be a distraction to the opposition out there on the wing. But we're gonna go very attacking. Really, we should be winning this game. We needed to win this game. And we are not. We are playing appallingly. I'm very, very disappointed. Early crosses, shoot on sight. Run extremely high. Long ball the damn thing in. We have to. Oh, could you let me see? Is it too much to ask? It's too much to ask. Give team talk. No pressure. Listen, we're basically playing with 9 outfield players now. As far as I'm concerned. If Pit Cannon does anything, it's a bonus.
Oh, switching on and switching off press.
Yeah. Now the longest last 15 minutes, or the shortest last 15 minutes. Probably the shortest. Make changes to deal with the Yateke aerial threat. Why are we hearing this like in the 75th minute or 76th minute? Yateke now has a reasonable score. Moisander passes. Okay. Oskanen. Omen. Got, I think, the 2 youngest players going down the right wing. Hit it. Okay, that's the first decent cross in we've had. And of course, Onduku's tired. I can't expect him to be like Superman in regards to getting near the ball. What is Sheriff doing out there? Kuningas. Yes. This is better than we've been playing all game. Pit Cannon. Shoot! Ooh, that's one of our better shots.
That's a corner?
Mm-hmm. So Pit Cannon is doing better than possibly hoped for. Montila, at least it was...
And that's thrown to us?
Towards the target. Thrown to us, but I don't think we'll see it, and we don't.
Just keep playing.
Okay, so what are we doing? Mkhitaryan, Montila, still the best players. Hoskonen not playing great. Kuningas not playing great. Onduku not playing great.
For them, you look hard.
Yeah. And you know they're just
off for us and them.
Now let's see what they've done. If there's anything I can do to counter it. Fingers off of that. Wow, you really can't help yourself. I tell you not to do something. He's fiddling with something here on the table. I tell him not to do it, but he has to do it. Get your hand down. Hard and fair on. Okay, take it. Home fist. Hard and fair. DM, let's see what's his foot. Right. Okay, just not going to waste a lot of time or energy on him. Hedretsky's off at this point. Arlito's off at this point. Just take that distraction out. I'm presuming that doesn't make a difference. Confirm changes play. Are we on very attacking? We should be on very attacking. Okay, there we go. Montila, Guevara. Good Mansali. Now, show me Mansali.
Not the real Mansali.
Nope, Mansali is not the player I was once oozing about. Oh God, Montila. This is a game we need to win.
not to lose.
And we're holding on for a 2-1 defeat the way we're going. Oh, God. Hoskonen. Was that Montula? Oh! Push forward. We have to score 2 goals to get a draw against these peasants. He's much more popular than us peasants, but peasants nonetheless.
He's very bad.
No, they're not very bad. They're just not very good. Look at that. Look at the state of us. Hoskonen is on a 6-4. Onduku's on a 6-5. Sheriff Kuninga's on a 6-5. Sheriff on a 6-6. Ugh.
A yellow card, another
I'm
one.
not even pointing, trying to push him for
Another yellow card for them.
Yeah. We are junk. We are lying dead in the water, and we're about. You know, I mean, we're about. This race, I think, 3rd or 4th would be an achievement, whereas really, given the first half of the season, we should be chasing the league. And we're losing to awful, awful teams. Here we are, 20 seconds left. There's no possible way we can, you know, get an equaliser. That's us. That's it. Game over. What a performance from Yateke. Yateke was muck until he scored the penalty. Tepsi should not have won that. But look, I mean, possession, it's on the second half. 10 shots. 10. Okay, we need major time reworking. Let's see, updates. Look at that.
Are you going to have your funnel cake or not?
No, I'm not. Take it out of the room and eat it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Take it with the box. Keep it in the box. Eat it over the box. I have a ton of funnel cake to pick up here. Very, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing indeed. Not a good performance. Not a good performance at all. 4 blocked shots. 4 shots on target. 15 shots on and off target, like two blocked. They hit the woodwork twice. They had 3 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance, 8 long shots. This is their manager breaking himself up in the pre-match conference. This is actually worse than Mariham. At least Mariham was good and we'd lost 2 players. This is a diabolical performance. Diabolical. And Vertanen was not great. We had him in our pockets. But look at this. Kuninga 6-4. I'm amazed that Hoskonen is 6-6. Onduku and Sheriff 6-5. Shalman 6-5. 6-6 for Nyman. All the reliable players have collapsed on us. Now I know there's an argument that we're missing leadership in the dressing room now that we've got rid of Furon. But I mean, it wasn't like we had a choice to keep him. You know, he was want away, and we needed, honestly, the money. Analysis. Yeah. Everything down the left. Even when I focus it down the right, it all goes down the left. Oh no, hang on, that's the other side. Most of the stuff down the left. We had it better from centre than usual. So we are going to have to do a major time mental clear out. Misplacing long passes. Well executed set piece. Hoskonen and Guevara Demondier. Hoskonen won every header, and Hoskonen knocked every header to a different somebody not on the same team as him for the most part. Very poor. That's overall. Right. Disappointing. Beyond disappointing. I know we're away from home, but you're not not good enough tonight. See you in train, yeah. Sheriff, you can whistle. You've been poor. And we went in with great morale. It didn't even seem like we were overconfident going into the game. We just collapsed. No mental strength. Ugh, I'm not even, I'll deal with the press conference in due course. Oh, we've got Mary Ham in 2 games. Okay, so I'm going to focus on trying to get this edited, and let me know if you want to see the Mary Ham game. I think I'd like to look at the Mary Ham game. Kind of want to have a look at the VPS game because I haven't had a chance to talk about VPS or Vasa. If there's any questions you have, any things you want me to focus on or talk about, please do. At this point, today is the 1st of May and I'm recording this. We leave Finland on the 20th of May. There's a ton of stuff coming up. For example, this weekend coming, Redmond plays for IFK Abo in some kind of little kids tournament. So there'll be footage from that. We are planning on... There's a theatre festival I'm working on that's coming up. That's going to eat a bit of time. It should be a bit of fun. You'll get a report from that. We have other odds and ends coming up. I'm not too sure what's off the top of my head. But I'm only too happy to talk. It's a different city at the moment. It's nice, it's bright, it's warm, apart from the rain there this afternoon. It's green. The city feels very different to how it did in the snow. So if there's anything in particular you want to ask about, please do shout. Other than that, it's been a pleasure humiliating myself in front of you again. In front of 6,000 people this time for a change. Is that our biggest... Oh, that's their attendance, isn't it? Our last biggest attendance for a game we hosted, or a game in our stadium, was 6,333. Was that the biggest attended game of our season? 6,645. So yeah, the TPS games have been the big ones. Humiliatingly, also, we're only 420 of the supporters. The stadium holds 8,400 according to this. We aren't even getting 1,000 for our home away games. Disappointing. We should be at least getting 600. I'm sure there's like a 10% minimum tickets available for away fans. Foolish. All so foolish. And on the telly too. Let's see, have we won a game on the telly? We won 1 game on the telly against TPS. They covered all 3 TPS games. Interesting that. Next one is Mary Ham is televised. We might watch that. Probably won't do anything with it. We'll just do a recording of me weeping quietly. We have 2 more away games. At this rate, I think a draw against Kemi would be a good result. I'm frightened about Mary Ham. But then we've got 3 home ones in a row. And we finish on a home game. I really can't see us finishing the season well, the way we're playing. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks a million for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. And yeah, it's longer than it should be. Again. We'll see you next time. Bye.